The gals are buzzing away. It's actually only in the 40s today, but it is so sunny that they are out. I don't know what all they're hitting. Ragford pears are now in bloom, big time, but I don't ever see them up in there. Apple tree's not in bloom yet, but I'm gonna back off. I don't want them to get stung. I just had them buzz me. But in all, super excited. Welcome to Smoky Mountain Lash Bees, where lashes led to bees. This video is actually recorded post-inspections. The inspections is gonna get broke up into at least 3 videos. The one prior to this one, and then hopefully one more. I hope not to have to break it up any more than that. But come with me as I go through with a great friend the next 4 colonies and see the awesomeness and exciting discoveries as we're ramping into spring, into splits, and just everything that this season has to hold.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get into bees.
Yes. All right, how are we in here?
Hi girls, I'm so happy to see you.
Thankfully it's been a nice day, so they shouldn't be too testy.
It's a beautiful day today.
Oh, we got comb on the bottom.
Got it, I got it.
All right, you see a queen? She could be up there.
Is she marked?
Yep, supposed to be if it's the same queen, but you know how that goes. All right, girls, I'm not gonna hammer you until we're closing, but I am gonna take that off. And if they are building comb, then I probably ought to give them another box.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I still make a mess. All right, this is the, let's see if you can hold that up. Okay, so there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5 maybe. I don't know if they're really on this. They're not on this one yet. They're walking across it, but they're not like
Down in there
filled up. So let's see how much brood. I'm trying not to go too much into each one, but I want to see a good amount of brood and make certain there's no indications of swarming early. Are we free? Not quite.
Almost. There you go.
There we go. Good thing there wasn't a bunch of bees on that. So yeah, this is totally empty, and you can see the bees will clean that off, but I don't know if you can see that mold that's slightly on it. That's what happens when they're not on it and we have had a little bit of moisture.
So the mold is okay?
They'll clean the mold away, yeah.
And you just put them in a box like that?
Yeah, just leave them in the...
Because I've got some like that
Everything...
because they've been sitting, and I froze them.
That's basically what everybody says, freeze them.
I don't need
this
to clean
one's been...
because they've got funk and dirt and whatever on them, and it's okay as long as they've been froze.
Yeah, they'll clean that up. That's my understanding. This is the first time I've had one do this. This box has been a little bit of a moisture issue for some reason. I was just looking at video editing, and there was one where there was a pool of water, but I raised that up so that it wouldn't do that. Look, they're putting nectar away in that from somewhere.
Nice.
So if they're putting nectar away, I probably need to just go ahead and put that other... You hang that one off the rack that's on the stand. I probably need to go ahead and give them that other box. It may be a little bit early. So that's nectar, and that's actually fairly heavy. For that, I don't think there's anything on this other side really, a little bit. But for this time of year, being fresh, that's pretty darn heavy. Yeah. That's probably all we have to pull out of the box. That gives me plenty of room to work. I typically only go about 2 to 3 out. Is what, because it gives you a nice working room here. That's also why I tend to bring a nuke box out like that. That is,
in case.
yeah, that I can set them down into and then bring them back to the hive. All right, so there's where some of the sugar fell. And it looks like nectar. Is that what it looks like to you? There's a drone.
Where is he? Right there? No.
No, where'd he go? Right here.
Oh yeah, look at them. Look at the eyeballs. Oops,
I wonder if this one overwintered with drones. Because a good strong colony will actually overwinter with drones. They don't necessarily kill them all. But that's a big old fat drone right there.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not made it yet because he's still alive.
Yeah, that's all nectar.
Yeah, there's another drone right here.
Yep. Look at that.
Well, that's why I wanted to start getting into these, because it looks to me like the season's going to be a bit early. And that's got eggs in it.
Oh!
Yeah, there's eggs in this section right here. There's another drone right there.
Yep. Sure is.
You want to take it and look at it?
Yes, because I can't see them. You know I can't see them.
They're on the side facing me. It's just easier to hand it to you that way.
I cannot see them.
They are in this area here that they're not.
I see them, I see them.
They don't tend to really cover the eggs. Once they start getting to be larvae, that they start being covering on eggs, so it's a little easier if you look for the bald spots. I got it now.
Because my gloves are stuck to it.
If you look for the bald spots, you'll see the eggs if you got a good laid up hive. I'm going too slow, but I'm also cautious because I don't want to pop them. I'll pop the frames apart fast because that gets them agitated. And this is the first time they've been in, so it's not like any of these bees are used to. None of these bees have seen this before.
Look at that.
Don't see any red dot. This frame seems to be only half covered on this one side. Ooh, look at that.
Yes.
Cat. And I don't see any swarm cells. There's larvae all the way out to the edge. I don't know if you can see the larvae.
I see it, I see it.
There's pollen in this other corner.
Nice.
So these seem to be going. Just curious. All that sugar fell in here. There's larvae and stuff. I hope that doesn't hurt the larvae. Because it's on like a day or two old larvae in that section right there where all that sugar fell. So it's the little bitty tiny C's.
Can't see it, but it's okay.
Let's just go one more, and if we don't see her, it's okay. We've seen all stages.
That's amazing.
So far that's what I've seen in all of them. And it doesn't look yet that they're overpopulated, like too much to fit in the box.
They seem pretty cozy.
Yeah, it seems to be just the right
bunch of captive brood over here.
Okay. Do you see her walking anywhere?
Not yet. See a drone.
Another drone? That's like 5 or 6 drones
right
in
there.
this one. Because there's no way he could have moved over there. Yeah, sugar.
Oh, that's pollen. I'm like, I see a dot. No, it's pollen.
This one should be a red dot.
Look at that bright pollen on.
I know. I wonder where she got that from.
And I see larvae over here too.
Okay. I'll check this side and then we'll call it quits on this one. Capped. Drone cells.
Yep.
I was afraid they were queen cells there for a second. So they're bustling. Of course, this time of day it's so hard to see. I'm just going to look down on this other frame. I'm not going to pull it out.
Don't you just want to look at every single one?
I know. I have to make myself.
That's the downside of having so many hives, right? You like lose the time that you need to really spend time in there.
Well, you're really not supposed to spend a whole lot of time, but I want to. But this one here is basically a completely sheet of capped brood. So they, in the next week or two, are going to be exploding. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them use that box for right now, because I don't have one painted up for her specifically. That's the Hive box. But I mean, all of this is gonna come back down come splits, so, because a lot of times when I do the splits, they end up going back down to a single beat for a little bit. I don't know why I just did that one at a time. I know better. There you go. This one has been eating all the sugar, like going through. This one hasn't touched the sugar. This one's been eating all the sugar. So I want to check this one and make certain they're not too advanced. I really don't want to put, I don't think I have another nuke box. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's all my nuke boxes. So I have no way to go up with them, but I need to know how they are doing. Looks like they've eaten all their sugar again.
This way on here. Is it okay on there?
I would, I'd set it normal, like set
it normal?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to squish it.
Because I don't know if they have anything. I don't know what's on the underside. See, look at all the. Okay. What is all that? That is drone brood. That's what I want.
I've never seen it like that before.
That's how they do over the winter. She's ramping up, so I need to check the bottom. So,
what is that right there?
That's a drone brood. That's a pupa. If I can get it up here. Maybe squishing. Oh, here. There's more right here.
They all have that little head. Okay.
Okay, that's their eyes. So from my understanding, get off me. I've heard people say to not do splits until your drone brood are purple-eyed.
Okay. Well, they have purple eyes.
So that's what I'm worrying about. The season is much more along since we saw full-fledged drone. You're fine. We saw full-fledged drone in honeyflower, and now we've got purple eye drone pupa.
I would have freaked out if I had opened my hive myself and seen that.
I did my first time, basically. David was with me, but thankfully, whoop,
totally okay.
Yeah, that's because what they do is, if you think most of the comb on the frames is worker cell size.
So we just pulled that off and
yes.
just opened it all up. Is
yes.
all that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just opened up all those cells because they have room in between the
you grab the red bucket?
Yes. But we have room in between the two boxes. There's that little bit of space, and so they'll build whatever size cell they want to. So that's the easiest place for them to do drone brood.
It's bigger.
Yeah, so they can build the bigger cells. But yeah, that always makes me disgusted this time of year. And it all through this early part of spring. It's pretty much every time you go in, you're gonna pull this apart. Some people will put, there's a green colored foundation that's drone cell size. And they'll put in.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
They'll do
so
that for two. Yeah, they'll do that for two reasons. One, if they're doing the drone brood, or two, the drone brood is where the mites prefer. So they'll do that, get the drone brood in there capped off, and then pull that frame and freeze it and kill those mites. So it's kind of a mite control technique. Me, I just don't think I could stomach pulling a full frame of brood out and intentionally kill it. Okay, we got nectar. It's a little spotty, but that could be because, yeah, it's all laid up. Because it's old. It's cycling out there, getting ready to hatch. to the other side. I saw some open. No, I guess it's just bees about to hatch, about to chew their way out. I first thought there was some punctured cells.
That light yellow pollen on a couple of the girls on this one.
Hold it up here in the sun. Larva. Got a bunch of larvae. I think it's heavy, but I think it's heavy to brood. Yeah, look at that half brood. There, it's where we dropped one of them larvae down in, and they're grabbing it.
Oh, there's a girl.
There she is! Yay! Hi, Liz. That's Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Named after the mom of one of the characters in Vampire Diaries. The daughter, the character is Caroline, and Liz is her mom.
She's a pretty one.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna close this through. See, this is the problem with the closed up. Look down in the bottom. They're not able to be as hygienic. So that's a bunch of bees that need to be carried out.
Yeah.
But that stuff I can't clean out. I clean that out when I do splits. But there's no, sorry, I'm bouncing off you. There's no queen cells. All right, where'd she go?
She's right there.
Okay. I just am afraid of shaking her off while I'm moving around. All right, we'll close this up. I don't even need to go up in the top, I don't think. Most thing I need to do is just see the bottom of those frames. So if we can tip the top over.
Well, can I tilt it?
Yeah.
So you can,
let me
here,
close.
let me go on the other side.
Yeah, tilt it so I can see the bottom, because what I'm looking for on the bottom, I think I'm going to turn this to the inside to see if she lays it up. Change that, because there's no brood on that other side, so it's not like I'm separating brood from the nest. All right. Easiest, yeah.
I'm going to move it a little bit so it doesn't fall.
Alright, I'm going to have to smoke them off because they're all hanging down on the bottom.
Is that good?
Yeah. But my concern is they're so far advanced. Yeah, we did leave some drones. I'm glad we didn't tear into this because there's still some capped drones, so that's not totally knocking back their drone.
Hi, girls. So sorry, baby.
Just kneel down here. All drone. No queen cups. We're good. That's what you gotta start looking for, is them swarm cells in the bottom.
All right, you want to smoke them down or just go ahead?
I just smoked myself. Because it's the other one that eats all the sugar. So, how do you want the carts positioned? Do you want to like turn it sideways so that you can
move this down this way, and I'll just set it
just slide the
on there?
Yeah, I mean whichever. Because I can always grab that frame and hang it off this one too.
Let me just move that frame just in case.
Yeah.
Just do that for now.
We'll worry about the shim if I need to go in this box. Let's first get it shifted over. And we're going to try something just a little different. Instead of picking the box up right away, do you think, and if you can't do it, that's perfectly fine. I know I can't. So, do you think you can like tilt it up so I can see the bottom side?
I can sure try.
Before, that way. Because what I've seen most of them, yeah, but that way we can kind of peek at the bottom.
Yeah, let's try.
I don't know if you'll be able to. That's the. Some of them make it look so easy to tilt the boxes up on end, and I'm like,
okay, we got this. Okay, here we go. I got it.
See if you can scoot it forward, because if you tilt that too much, you're gonna tilt it right off.
Yeah, go ahead. I got it.
Happens to fall off. Hi, guys. So we have drone brood, but we didn't crack them apart. That's good.
Yay.
But it also means when you go to set it down on this cart, set it up on its end so we don't smash them on the cart.
Okay.
But you can move it over. Okay, I don't see, for the amount of bees on the top, these three right here seem to be the only ones that are really, really populated. You can see through. So you can see through all of these, but these three here you can't really. So they're not as in the top as I was afraid of. And looking at it,
this is cool looking at them this way. You really get a better idea of how many bees are in there.
Because if you look at it this way, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seems extremely full. But I have a feeling the brood chamber is more to these 4. Because look at how there's more population even over the top, whereas these just have bees poking up going, what you doing? Pollen, so we're close. Do you see any drones or anything in here? Yep, I see a big old fat drone. Right.
Yep.
Here's another one. So we're getting close. I'm probably going to end up having to do splits before I can
Look
do
at all the pollen.
Ooh, look at the pollen pants. You got some big bell bottoms there, girl. So my guess is this next frame is going to be brood, because this was a sheet of pollen and that's what they feed the brood. I don't think they actually eat the pollen. And if I understand it correctly, it's just the larva. But I could be wrong there. Just always seems with the way they do it next to the brood chamber that it's just for the brood. Well, this is one of my original frames, because I first started numbering them 1 through 10, and then I realized that wasn't going to be very smart because they get shifted around so much. So it wasn't like they were going to stay. Now, my hopes, I don't remember, but this should have been a 22 queen. So we should be looking for a yellow dot. And it's definitely queen right, and there's definitely larvae in here. See, they've got a nice amount of drone comb on the frames too. So this is drone. All of that's drone.
And there's larvae in there.
Is there larvae in
Yep,
there?
sure
Okay.
is.
So that's probably why they don't have as much in between. You've got a newly emerged bee right here. She got some sugar on her from the sugar stuck on her from the opening up. I don't see a queen of any dot or no dot.
I think I see the queen.
Is she yellow?
Right there.
Maybe.
I
Ooh.
think that's her.
Oh my gosh, I still have 22 queen. That made me so happy. So right now, the hopes is Honey, Nikki, and it looks like Honey Cloud are 22 queens still. That I didn't lose them and that they're still so actively producing.
They only produce for
a couple years. So this will probably be their last year. But I've not had any make it this far. Where'd she go?
there she is.
Yep. I don't even know if she can fly off anymore. Her wings look a little... She's older, so they tend to do that.
How light that little one is.
Yep. That's definitely a new hatch. That's newer
There's
than
a bunch of new hatches on here. Look at them all.
That one, though, with the sugar made it almost look like it was sick because it had all the sugar crusty on it. I don't know if I have her.
What's her name?
This is Honey Cloud.
Honey Cloud. Good job, Honey Cloud.
Don't know if I have her on camera
so
where it
sad
can...
when you lose her.
Yeah. All 3 of these, if they've made it from 22, because most of the time each year they're only hitting their 2nd year, where she's technically hitting her. Let's see here. They overwinter, so they get 2 years. So this will be her 3rd year. That's what I mean. Okay, why am I? Oh, I need to close it up this way because she's closest to that, and then slide it in. So we're going to close up.
Okay.
see no drone brood.
Yeah, I
but
do.
I
No,
see
I don't.
brood, but I don't see this. I need to see that one. I need to see that one here. I don't know if that was a queen cell or not. I don't think it was. There's definitely brood in that. There's capped brood in this one right here. All right, let's set that one down. I see absolutely nothing in that one, and I bet this one's nothing too. So
It doesn't look like you got anything going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
in there.
pull that one and stick it on top, maybe.
Okay.
Rotate these boxes around because yeah, I was hoping.
Why would that be?
Because they go up in the winter going with the food, and it hasn't had a flow to fill in.
Got you.
Did you get stung?
Beetle.
Oh, hi beetle. Yeah. Well, that's the first one for today. One side. Smoker, you're in my way.
I got you.
I'm not tall enough to go over top of you. Oop.
Where'd the hanger go?
Or what hanger?
The frame hanger.
It's right there on top. I was like, what hanger?
This hanger.
I got two of those.
Why don't you let me move that box?
Because I like to do things the hard way. Got some pollen in this one. Ooh, it feels like something's stinging my wrist, but there's nothing there. I get like phantom stings when I'm in the hives. Okay, that's just a full-on pollen frame. There ain't nothing but pollen in that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I really hate when they do this because sometimes you end up having, well, there's some nectar right there. Sometimes you have to pull it out, and I thought I saw a drone. Yep, big old fat drone right there.
Yep, I see him.
So even if it's not these specific hives, because drones go into every hive, they don't stay with their mother hive per se.
So
They
they'll pop from hive to hive?
Yeah, they're
Okay, I didn't know that.
drones are just accepted wherever they are. That's another reason I call them big doofuses, because they just kind of dur wherever they are. But that's got like what? Every colony's had them, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any drones yesterday, but everybody has them so far today.
Oh, we've got Cat's brood over here.
And she's still 22.
Do you see her? There she is.
She's still 22. I'm not gonna go. There's larvae in there. She's still laying. She's telling that one bee, she crawled right across one bee that was sticking its head down in the cell. It was kind of like, get out of my way. So,
Yeah.
sorry, don't drop her.
I see larva.
So we're just going,
Larva all through there.
we're going to close this part up, and that next one is a whole sheet of capped. I wonder what they're getting into, because there's one here with red on its face. So there's something, we saw that red pollen.
Yeah.
There's something blooming that's red. All right, sweetie.
Oh, my love, yes. Everything's starting to bloom.
I know, I love it.
Favorite time of year.
Well, they said it was going to rain today. It's supposed to rain sometime, so I am not going to try to go finish those last 5 hives. I really want to, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is I'm going to suit up just to be safe, but I'm going to start trying to get this stuff pulled out of here before the grass starts growing up in it, and get this prepped to put a hive stand like those in that place. So I'm also, they're starting to bloom. While blooms are nice, I want these down out of this fence line, so I'm gonna cut that out. So that's what I'm gonna try to get done. I don't know if you can see the pile of trees down there, but I will need Sasquatch beekeepers' help for that, because those are a really dense and heavy wood. We had a whole heck of a time trying to get our little saw to cut through it. It was so dense, and there's still one section of that tree up that we got to get cut. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do this little stuff here that's easier for me and get this pulled out of here. So thanks for watching. I'm so excited to have gotten to go into the hives, like in the hives for the first time of 2024. Anxious to see what this year has to hold. The fact that I know I have 2 of my 22 queens still. Honey is the only one that's in question, but the way that hive is bustling, I'm not really questioning it. They're queen, right? So she's in there, hoping to keep her. We'll see what this season has to hold. Make certain that you subscribe. If I can talk, I can't seem to get words out. Make certain you subscribe to the channel. I've got to slow down, I'm going too fast. And hit that thumbs up, leave comments, and we'll travel this beekeeping journey together for 2024. God bless.